Welcome back to Phasma and Giants. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hiya, it's Phasma and Giants and welcome back to another Minisode. So I wanted to do a celebratory video towards Jodie Whittaker's New Year's specials. And I'm just going to talk about them briefly and show some appreciation for it. Let's begin. Resolution is probably one of my favourite specials of all time, along with Last Christmas and I just think there's something amazing about it. The fact that it has similarities to Dalek, which is another episode I personally enjoy. It really is so dangerous, but Christian Mull knew what he was doing, and that's one of his strengths about this era. He can turn a classic villain back into where it should be, because I know I love Stephen Moffat, and yes, I do think he, even though I appreciate what he tried to do, it just didn't work as much, but I give him a lot of respect for effort. But this just felt like that step in the right direction, and Jodie's performance is what I call a legend, and it's just legendary, and I can't stop saying how proud I am to see her do that scene where she calls the Dalek face to face in its new body. That is a proper Doctor moment. It's time for the one where Leigh is obsessed with Jodie Whittaker in a tuxedo. That's right, it's my fault. You know how much I'm obsessed with it. It just suits Jodie to the ground. Okay, get away from it now. Pull yourself together. Alright, back to the story. I had to throw it out there. I just love this story. I know a lot of people kind of give it a bit of criticism, and rightly so. But for me, this is one of those stories that I personally can look back and say, that's how you do an opener. And I know a lot of people think like maybe certain elements do not work, but this works for me as a viewer. Ryan, yes, Graham Doctor, and then yes, I mean, you could perceive it has been done before with some elements. Yes, you would have seen more of the Doctor, but in fairness, I think this is what the show had to do, you know, especially with the same series obviously leading to a sequel, which I know a lot of people are divisive about. I personally have grievances with the Time's Children, but not with the story as a whole. I just think it's that story where you need a game changer, and of course that Gavri link at the end, perfect. But for the New Year's part, it was amazing. Revolution of Daleks will have aged badly, unfortunately, because of certain actors, which I will honestly say, what have you done, man? What did you do? I mean, come on. No. That's all I'll say. But the point I'm trying to make is, even though I don't think it's well packaged as I originally thought back in 2021, the emotional bits do hold back, and the darts were kind of used really well. But saying goodbye to Ryan Graham is what's heartbreaking, and that's what I love about this episode. The way they're able to portray an exit, but also make it real, because I know me and exits don't gel. I mean, the only one I think worked, and that still does now, before that, because it's not my thing, was Jenna Coleman's Claire Oswald, and I personally am a huge fan of the character and I love her. But it was just nice to see we finally appreciate an exit, and Chosen Cole and Brian Walsh brought the show to life, and saying it now back in 2022, when is it the time of corn, it just makes me realise how much I miss them, and it could have been a bit better. I do agree with things maybe having a bit more time with Graham. However, what they got was enough, and it was just the perfect finale. Not in a big way, but also with Daleks. And I like the whole use of the Death Squad and the use of the Recon. It just felt amazing. Would I love to see more of Jack Robertson? Based on the fact that I really don't enjoy him, I'd say no. So, but I would love to have seen him have his comments, because You know how much I love villain comeuppance. I mean, that's what I love about it. So, but yeah, it was good stuff. The last one, of course, is Evil Darks, and I just loved the whole thing. They did something different. It was a lot dangerous than maybe the most dangerous the Darks have been, because of the time loop and the killing all the time. But for me, it just what made the episode so special. But I'll tell you what really made the episode so and probably still does, is Manic Girl. And that beautiful scene where she comes out to Dan Lewis. Yes, I'm talking about Yasmin coming out. It's one of those scenes that, to me, still stands out nearly a year later. And I think, even though this is not, my expertise, I'm not, in the community. However, when you do something like that, that's what makes me feel and connect with the character. And I've loved Yaz, but it makes it more beautiful and gives the 13 Yaz relationship more, complex and more relatability. I mean, it's all thanks to that scene. There's been a lot of great LGBT plus coming out during 2022, and I would like to thank Mandip Chibnall and John Bishop for all that, because it's just amazing. And I say, and also I know this is not part of it. I would like to thank a lot of people for doing that in other shows like Heartstopper, also Emmerdale, and also Ghost as well. Thank you for bringing authentic coming out. It means a lot for me to learn as not a member of the community and just share. I also loved Ajay Salmon and Eileen B. Honestly, Eileen was so hilarious, and also the way it just felt like one of the most dangerous but also beautiful episodes, and that's what I love about Evil Darks. What was your favourite moment of any of the specials? You can talk to me on @Fast122 on Facebook, Twitter, or on YouTube, or on the community page where I'll put the post with the video link on, and you can comment there. I hope you enjoyed my New Year's Day special Minisode of Doctor Who. I do love doing these podcasts, and if you love what I do, please like and subscribe, because I appreciate all the support you've been giving me. We're still rising, we're still trying to make it, but with your help and your support and your involvement, I would love to try and increase the love for the podcast. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Fast